In this video, I'm going to tell you about all the money resource glitches that work in Ghost of Tsushima after patch 1.12. That is the big update that gave us Legends and NG+. The good news is that most of them, or actually all of them, work still. So actually, I have not seen any update since 1.05 that patched any of the resource glitches. That is, the glitches for silk, leather, yew wood, bamboo, iron, steel, or supplies, right? So if you see one of my videos that says that you can farm supplies, steel, iron, silk, linen, bamboo, yew wood, predator hides, all those things, as long as it says 1.06, 1.07, you're golden, it's going to work. If it's not working for you, then you're not watching the video closely enough, checking the locations, checking where I'm actually looting stuff. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel where we give you the secrets to crush Ghost of Tsushima. Okay, so the supplies chest glitches, there's two. There's one on the north side of the map in the area, just kind of like right on the river, kind of in the middle, just on the east side of the river there, with two supplies chests. This is where I think Yuna taught you to assassinate in her early quests in Act 1. And then there's one that is on the beach. There's three chests on the beach by the Salt Wind Estates. You farm supplies there. I think the chests have about 20 supplies. If you have the Charm of Inari, you'll get about 25% more supplies. It's kind of random. And then you just restart at the next checkpoint. So that's a way to get supplies chests. Just farm those supplies chests. And then the linen glitch is located east of the Golden Temple. There's a big house, and then there's a little house by the cliff. You can go to the little house by the cliff. It's got two blue pieces of linen. It'll drop between 2 to 4 pieces of linen, probably average about 2.5 pieces of linen each time you restart at the next checkpoint. And you probably could make the most money from this one. This is probably the fastest one, except for the iron glitch. You'll make more money faster with the iron glitch. So the iron glitch requires that you are in Act 1 and that you swim to Act 2. Now, it's really hard to swim to Act 2. I got a video about it, but you can do it. There are 3 sandbars. You need to hit each sandbar before you drown. Once you get to the 3rd sandbar, then you go swim to this Pillar of Honor. You got the Pillar of Honor. Now you got to fast travel to Act 2. Up north there is the Numata Settlement. The Numata Settlement has 3 carts with iron and steel. You can farm those carts, so best to be on the horse. You get first one, second one, turn around, get the third one. You've done a triangle, restart the next checkpoint, continue on the triangle, back to the first one, and keep on doing that. And you'll fill up with 500 iron really quick and sell all your iron, or keep some if you're going to upgrade your katana right away. You could also use the iron to upgrade your tanto. Trappers will buy unlimited quantities of linen and iron. So if you're doing the linen glitch, you can sell your linen to trappers. If you're doing the iron glitch, you can sell your iron to trappers. The Koshimizu farmstead has a supplies and steel chest which you can farm. This is kind of a defended location if you're at Act 2, although it probably won't be defended if you're in Act 1 sneaking in. And you can farm this to your heart's content to get steel, although it's probably faster if you're still in Act 1, even if snuck in, to do the iron steel farming at the Numata settlement. But if you're an Act 2 or 3 character, this is a good place to get more steel. This is just north of the Black Dye Merchant, and it's kind of on the east coast of Toyotama, kind of in the north middle type part of the region, is the location of the Koshimizu farmstead. And then everybody's favorite place to farm predator hides is at Rushing Water Crossing. So you don't want to defeat Rushing Water Crossing until you've totally upgraded all your gear, all your ammo slots. Basically, you use the predator hides for ammo. It's also a good way to get just supplies. You can sell predator hides for 10 supplies, and it's a pretty fast way to get supplies too. It's pretty fun too because you're being attacked. I recommend you attack the bears. but you don't attack the Mongols. You just jump around the Mongols and then restart once you loot the hides from the 2 bears at Rushing Water Crossing. You definitely don't want to complete Rushing Water Crossing. You don't want to kill the Mongols. You definitely don't want to kill the leader. So you can continue to farm the hides until you're sure you've done all the upgrades for the bow and ghost weapons ammo. Now, there are a few bad glitches that I've identified, and one of them still is a problem for sure, and that is the ammo glitch, right? So if you have a full set of ammo and then you go to a hot springs, whether for the first time or for a second time, there's really no reason to go to a hot springs for a second time and go in the hot springs. But if you do for the first or second time or 15th time, then you're going to lose half your ammo, more or less, if you have a full set of ammo. And that'll cost you about 200 to 300 supplies if you go back to a trapper to replace all that stuff that you lost. So just avoid swimming in the hot springs unless you have like half ammo. So like after you conquer a base, go to a hot springs that you've discovered. Don't go to it right away when you get a full set of ammo, and it'll save you some time and headaches. The other bad glitch, which I think is patched, it may be patched, is the Sashimo banners glitch. So if you sneak into Act 2 or 3, before you've completed that part of the story, and loot the Sashimo banners before, you would not be able to complete the bases that have Sashimo banners as an objective. So I recommend just even now that you don't loot any Sashimo banners when you sneak into Act 2 or 3. And I have a video to sneak into Act 3, as well as one that goes more into detail of sneaking into Act 2. But when I booted up after 1.12 was installed, I had my Act 2 character, which had snuck into Act 1 and looted some banners and was not able to complete a base. When he got to that base, he was automatically able to complete it. So for y'all that have looted some banners and weren't able to complete a base, you may be able to get your gold and technique point, and that also gets you closer to platinum on the base game. The final money glitch that still works with patch 1.12 is the silk and leather glitch. So this will help you out a lot with upgrading your armor sets. So the silk and leather glitch, you go to the Y in Yagata Forest. It's associated with the Whispers in the Woods quest, but you don't want to complete this quest. You want to stop tracking it if you've already started it, and so you can come back to it. So you go to the Y in Yagata Forest. There should be some bandits there, maybe not. And there's going to be 1 silk and 2 leather, and you restart from the next checkpoint, and you can do that forever as long as you don't complete the Whispers in the Woods quest. You don't need that much silk to max out your armor sets. I think in the base game it's just like 48 pieces, but it's really hard to get silk because it's part of the base game's rewards for doing side quests. So it's time consuming to get silk, so this is super fast to upgrade all your armor sets. And I have every reason that, I didn't do this in NG+, I just did this in the regular game just after the update, but I can't imagine these not also working in NG+. If it's not working for you, you're probably just not paying attention to the video enough, and you need to rewatch the video, look at the locations. You wood and bamboo, if you find a location with you wood and bamboo, just restart at the next checkpoint and it'll respawn. And of course the supplies, you wood, bamboo, predator hides, all that, it's much better if you have the charm of Inari equipped. I highly recommend, if you got more questions, check out one of my earlier videos. Like I say, if they got 1.06, 1.07 on them, then they will work. Those glitches will work, and they go into more detail about all this stuff. Subscribe. We give you the tips and tricks to crush Ghost of Tsushima. I'm Linus Wilson. Good luck, Samurai.